not plead my ignorance. I don't really watch the news that much, yeah. But there was a case that came up, and it's got a lot of traction over the weekend, and it's been the headline of many conversations. And what came out of this sparks many conversations. Okay, and that was the death of a British girl in her 30s called Sarah Everard.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah. So Sarah Everard she was coming back from her friend's house. She was going for a walk, coming back from her friend's house, walking home, and she was taken by what alleged, or it is
alleged. It's still
I think
alleged.
It's alleged because he's going to court. Yeah.
Yeah.
A police officer called Wayne Cousins. Yeah. So he's 48 and he's been charged with the 33-year-old marketing executive's kidnap and murder. Yeah, so apparently she was kidnapped and murdered, and her body was found in the woodlands in Kent. Okay, and this sparks this kind of a lot of kind of debate about women and their safety, yeah, stuff like that. So one of the things is like obviously it's out of order. Like as a police officer, you can't abuse your power if that's what you're doing, and you're supposed to be someone that makes people feel safe. Like, so to think that you are the reason that someone was kidnapped and killed, like, is wild. Yeah. And then I think there was also something that came out today where other police officers, I think another police officer has been suspended because they were at the site sending pictures or something. I don't know what exactly it was. I don't know if they didn't really reveal it, but I read that was on the news when I got in the car this morning before I put on my my iPod. But that's one of the things that was coming up. And as a result of this, a lot of kind of conversations have come out about making women feel safe. And I think a lot of women have come out and said that they don't feel safe. And there's been a lot of kind of discussion about this. And I mean, some people have entered the debate. And I think there was an MP last week that had said that, I don't know if they said it in jest or they were being serious, that there should be a 6 p.m. curfew for all men. Yeah. So like men shouldn't be allowed out on the street after 6 p.m. I think there was also a vigil on Sunday. Was it Sunday night? And as part of the vigil, obviously, because we're still in COVID times and people shouldn't be meeting up outside, it turned into a bit of a kind of, I don't know, would you say brawl? I don't know what to say. It was
protest, maybe.
It was a protest, but it got a bit nasty.
No, it wasn't a protest. So basically,
it was just a vigil. They were just
it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't like it's a vigil to begin with, but
then the police officers. Then I don't know who turned on who.
No, because of COVID, the police are saying it's not safe for everyone. We understand what you're doing, but it's COVID times. Restrictions still apply to you guys.
Yeah.
Can you move on? Obviously, they're like no, and then that's when the scuffles and stuff started happening.
Okay, yeah. So I heard, like I heard there was lots of scuffles, women getting arrested, all this kind of stuff. People weren't necessarily liking how the police were handling it, but obviously they've been given the power and laws to, obviously when COVID times are not supposed to be out on the road. I don't even know if people are allowed to be out properly yet. I don't know if that date has come and gone.
I don't think so.
Yeah, so I can't remember the road to recovery, but it sparked this thing, and obviously Downing Street and the government have tried to act as quickly as possible, and they've tried to make people feel more safe. And they've done stuff like saying, okay, we're going to have better lighting, better CCTV. We'll have undercover police will be sent to clubs, bars, and popular night spots to gather intelligence. And like there was like things on Twitter saying that they're going to be wearing skinny jeans and all this kind of stuff in clubs. And that they're going to be working with different businesses and police to ensure that once industries reopen, people start to feel safe.
But going back to the actual case, though, when I don't know who raised it to the police. I don't know if it was her parents or her friends that call the police that their daughter's missing or whatever, or their friend's missing. But the police shrugged it off at first. They're like, she went out raving, whatever. She's probably out. She met a guy. No, they fucked it off at first.
Okay.
And it was I don't know if it was a family or friends that kept persisting for them to no, please investigate this, please. And that's when they, after all these nudges, that's when they went to look at footage and they saw this police officer around the same place as she was at, and saw footage of her at a bus stop, and he was there as well and stuff like that. That's when they were able to piece the missing puzzle. You know what I mean? And so it's what I'm trying to say is the police need to be more vigilant when people say someone's missing. Just be more vigilant, because I know there's another lady, I think her name's Blessing, same thing, where she went missing after a night out. She was actually on a three-way call with her friends, and then she goes, "Oh, hold on, guys, I think someone's coming." And the phone cut off, and then next day her body was found on the beach, and the police were like, "Oh, she killed herself." You know what I mean? She blah blah. You know what I mean? And it's the same, and it's just that relaxed vibe that police have when it comes to missing women. It's just like, oh, she's out of her. She met a guy. She's fine, or she's whatever. This fob it off. Do you know what I mean? But I think deeper investigation needs to be done straight away. Like, okay, what happened? When was the last time you saw her? Okay, cool. Just get on it straight away, because the time that you're wasting fobbing it off and then getting complaints about blah, all that time, you could have saved her life. Maybe.
Yeah.
Don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so like I said, it sparked up a lot of conversation about women and their safety. And there was talk about stuff like, for example, if you're walking down the road and you see a woman by herself, you should really cross over the road and maybe make her feel safe, because let her walk by herself and the rest of
it. I do that anyway, bro. As a black, I don't want to make it about race, but from my experience, I do that anyway, because I know certain women feel uneasy with me. I'm tall, I'm big, and I'm black. So I know if I'm walking behind a woman or whatever, my consciousness tells me, you know what, either we will walk past her quickly so she knows, you know what I mean, or across the road. So it is a subconscious thing that I do anyway. But yeah, you're right. That's what I think men should do that.
Yeah. So we're saying that about obviously the safety thing, and that it sparked debate. I even had this debate with some of the kids at school, and we was talking about. They were like, "But it's sometimes, I mean, not all men are like that," and I hear you. Like, not all men are that way inclined. And then some people like could even flip the argument and say, okay, well, where do we stop? If I am walking along and I see a group of youngsters, a group of teenagers, if they intimidate me or I feel intimidated by them, should they then walk across on the other side of the road? Or should they stop what they're doing because I feel intimidated? Or if, for example, even on the race thing, if I was, I don't know, if I felt intimidated by an Asian guy or an Asian group, should I now walk across the road? Do you know what I mean? And it kind of opens up that whole kind of conversation about where do we stop? But one thing I would say is, as a man, I will never be able to feel how you feel, or I will never diminish your kind of your truth. If you feel that way, that's the way you feel. I can only say I don't think you should feel that way, but I can't tell you not to feel that way. So if you feel like that, and I feel that's one of those things that society has made. Society has almost scared women into believing that there's always going to be this guy that jumps out of a bush late at night, like with a long Mac and nothing on, and like shakes his things at them, or do you know what I mean? All that kind of stuff. Where in the reality, that women being attacked, they are more likely to know the suspect.
Or even just had a conversation.
Yeah.
Pub, you know what I mean?
Because they actually say, like, just look at percentages. They say for a female victim to be attacked by someone of the other sex, it was 32% would be a partner or ex-partner, 30% there would be no suspect in some of these cases. A stranger is only 13%. A family member is 14%. A friend or acquaintance is 9%. Yeah, and that was the year ending March 2020. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So they really, most of the time, they know women that were killed. 50% of them know they knew the person who killed them, and it's most commonly a partner or ex-partner. Yeah, so I'm not saying that you shouldn't be scared of these random people, but I mean, I know, for example, in the morning when I go, like when I do my walking and stuff, because I'm going back to work now, I go even extra earlier, so I go like about 5 in the morning, and there's a bit where I walk through the marshes. Yeah. And then there's part of me is like, Nate, you can't go in the marshes. Like, someone's going to jump out and do something. And I'm like, I hear you. Like, but I'm also like...
You're talking to yourself, yeah?
I'm talking to myself.
I hear you.
No, you know, because what it is I see the entrance here, and I go in, and then like sometimes like, no, Nate, don't go in, it's dark. You get me? There's no lighting in there, yeah? And I'm like, Nate, you're a big man. Just come on, yeah? But then I also say to myself, I doubt very much there's this random man just sitting in the park, standing in the park, like waiting, like for someone to go by randomly, just in case, because you could be standing there for hours. Do you get me? So I don't think that happens like that. But of course, obviously, there are things where it has happened in the past, where it's completely random and all the rest of it.
Yeah, this area as well, I've got loads of wood areas where I like to take my walks. there's no lights. It's just thick forest. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, like I'm not shook, but I'm aware. Like, listen, I'm fully in the dark here, and anything can happen. So I imagine that women that make that same kind of walk, like for them, because why are you gonna attack me? Because they usually attack women and then they rape them as well. Sometimes, you know what I mean. So it's that effect as well. So I just tell women, please just stay in where there's street lights, where it's quite busy, where this house is about. You know what I mean. So you can just seek help. You know?
It's mad we say that, yeah, but I think the main thing that the rage that is happening right now is the fact that there shouldn't be any rules for anyone. Like in a sense of like,
of course,
yeah, we should be able to walk in pitch black, like, and you know, apart from obviously just the fear of like just being afraid of the dark, that should be it. It shouldn't be a case of another person attacking someone. You should be able to just go wherever you want to go, how you want to go. Like, you shouldn't be attacked full stop in it. Like, it's just mad, man. So
Merv, the world we live in, Merv, is impossible.
Yeah. It's a shame because it just means that like that whole thing about, I guess, sort of saying, you know, telling women how to keep safe and so on and so forth, when actually it's the people that are attacking these women that need to be educated, full stop, in it. It's like, yeah, just stop.
Yeah, I saw some footage of a woman, like she got like a camera outside her flat, but she felt she'd be followed, and she just ran into her block of flats and closed the door. And then from the footage you can see a guy like 2 seconds coming behind her, but he didn't know which door she went in. So he was looking at her like, where did she go? He went up the stairs, came back down, went up the stairs again, came back down, just looking for her. Do you know what I mean? That's scary, man.
Yeah.
Because 2 seconds too late, he would have barged the door open, and who knows what happened to her? Do you know what I mean? Like,
but you know, it's them man there. Sounds bad. Them man there. Fucking scumbags, though. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, excuse my French, like, and I feel that's proper scumbag behavior. Like, you know, the ones there, like, them man there deserve to be castrated, all them foolishness, because you allow it.
That brother that was trying to kidnap that schoolgirl, remember?
Yeah, bruv. Like, you get me? I got no time for them people. You get me? And I feel like, that's, I don't know, man. You see, people that cause other people harm for no reason, they're like, for me, it's just a scummy behavior, bro. Like, there's no need for it. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, for me, I don't like that. I don't like that shit, man. Do you know what I mean? But it's also, like I said, and it is, I guess, for the rest of society, like you said, it's not necessarily about to re-educate the girls, but it's about maybe educating the wider society. And maybe when you see something, you have to talk up. You get me? So if you see something that you don't like too tough, maybe you have to, yo, my man, all that ever, you get me? But obviously in this day and age, whatever, but like, you have to just speak up in it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, go on, sorry.
Because I think to myself, I'll be honest with you, like, I always feel like if somebody randomly rang my doorbell, like, I don't have a doorbell, but like knocked to my door or something, and said like, look, someone's chasing me and all the rest of it, how would you open the door? You know what I mean? I don't know, innit?
But as I was saying, the British mentality, we are so reserved and conservative. Like, we're so like, this we don't like, for example, on the tube or the bus, someone looks at you 2 seconds a bit too long, we get offended, or we get like, why are you looking at me? Or we look down, or we. But you got sort of like in America, hey, how you doing? You right? Do you know what I mean? It's like, or let's say maybe up north as well, a bit more friendly.
Up north, they're nice. They're nice.
Up north, yeah. But the more south you get, it's more like, if someone's getting followed, it feels like getting followed, and let's say a person sees me, that person will think twice before asking for help from me. Do you know what I mean? They would. It's a mentality here where it's like, I can't ask him for help. I'll just keep walking. Do you know what I mean? It's like, no, tell me. I'm not Superman, but you know.
Yeah. No, it is, and it is that thing.
I got muscles though.
I got guns. No, but it is, and like I said, when I'm walking in the morning, if I walk past somebody, I walk again like I'm walking at pace. To be honest, I'm walking at pace past anybody, whether it's male or female. Yeah, but if I can, I'll let you know that I'm coming past you. But I'm sometimes in my own zone. I've got my headphones.
Yes,
even the other day, there was a woman on the road, and she was, you know, like them bike shed things, you know, like where you can put your bike in it, and put it down or whatever. So she had it, and she had her bike in there, but obviously she's struggling to hold her bike and pull the thing down. So as I'm just walking past, I'm not even listening to her, I'm not even talking, that I just help her pull it down so she can padlock it. But I know, like, she was thinking, what is he doing? What is he doing? What is he doing? But you know that again, I just pulled it down. I made her lock it. I said, "You're welcome." I just kept on walking.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even wait for her to say thank you or nothing. I said, "You're welcome." I just kept it moving because I ain't trying to make no one feel comfortable. You're going to work. You're going about your daily business. But I also let you know that there are decent people out here that are not on anything else. You get me?
Yeah, that's it. And that would be so alien for her because you know what I mean, especially in London, that's so alien. You know what I mean? So it's like it's good to show her that.
Yeah.
You know?
But yeah, man. So I think it's definitely a conversation that is going to keep on going on. And yeah, like, do you know what I mean? I think I want the MPs and government to think about it properly, not just say we want more lights and CCTV. While I think that is beneficial, there are other things that need to go on to make all people feel safe in it.
Yeah.
Like not on some all lives matter thing, but like I want it to be a thing that, do you know what I mean, everybody feels safe. Because generally, like there are certain times, I'm not gonna lie, even as a big man, certain times when I go on certain estates, I just got to start doubling up and start questioning myself. And I feel like I shouldn't have to feel like that because in the daytime, these are just normal youths. Like I shouldn't feel like that. Do you get me? But no one can tell you because society makes you believe. Like society made us believe that wearing a hoodie, people wearing hoodies like 10, 15 years ago were all gangbangers. Yeah, we looked and we had hoods ourselves. So I think, do you know what I mean? It's a reflection of what society is telling us. But I do feel that we want people to feel safe, and I'm here for the conversation as long as it brings around change.
Yeah, straight.
Yeah, straight.
Definitely brings around change, man.